walking toward the van. Notice how quiet it is, y'all. Pardon my stumbling as I walk here. It's been a long night. But Michael, it's daytime. Exactly. It was daytime when I started too. In fact, 10 hours ago. So now, right about now, you might hear it, you might not. I'll shut up for a second. My generator, which I'm going to do a review on later. Of all the things, I had left my key in the on position last night. Now y'all probably hear it better. I had left my key in the on position, and because I did so, when I got ready to leave here just a little bit ago, it would not start. And the little jumper cables, yes, those need to be little electrical cords sticking up there. There's a jumper cable that comes with the generator, which is pretty cool, I think. There's the muffler side. That's the valve that gets right there. And but it's not long enough. And because chances are I'll probably end up doing this again, I guess I'm going to need to go ahead and make me some kind of little doodad that'll be under the bumper right there that I can leave it sitting on the ground. But that's a Rock Pals 2000 watt. There's a lot of use out of it. It's an inverter generator. And now, what is an inverter generator different from any other generator? I don't know. But it's quiet. It says it'll run on high throttle, which is what it's on right now. It says it'll run for about 8 hours. And I've had it run anywhere from 11 hours down to 7 hours, depending on how hard I was pushing it. The main thing I have that for is to power the air conditioner that's inside this van. I don't know why they keep putting that cone right there. Like, I don't know where to park and where not to. It's not rocket science. Trucks over there, personal vehicles over, vehicles. Mine's the only one left. So I'm going to do this after I get everything all cleaned up. I'm going to show y'all something here. I rearranged the floor plan to better accommodate that. I've seen other people had a small air conditioner inside, and they say, oh no, no problem with water leaking out of it. Well, of course there's no problem with water leaking out of it. They're in Arizona where it's dry. Here in Tennessee where it's humid, it becomes an issue. So there's enough room that if I'd have worked it a little better, I probably could have got 2 8-inch ducts off the back of that piece of heat duct that I made. The problem is there wasn't enough room to put 2 8-inch ducts in the floor. So we have a 8-inch and a 4-inch, and that still seems to be doing pretty good. So it's not by any means throwing any hot air out the front. Cold air out the front, hot air out the back. I'm happy. But anyways, I had to remove the bunk. The bunk is no longer in the center because I needed the better layout to get a little more floor space, because I have to store pretty much everything in the back here, but I need to make it where I can open these cabinet doors. But the missus, basically, Miss Elaine, the mama, as opposed to not the mama, decided we're getting too old for that climbing in and out from the bottom of the bunk. Climbing in ain't so big deal, but climbing out, that's something different. So, fantastic fan. Still not wired, the wire dangling right there. Still haven't wired it in, but it is installed. It has been through a rain. It's not leaking any, so I'm happy. If y'all are going to do any taping with your windows, duct tape doesn't work. The minute the sun hits it, it all just starts coming out, becomes a big old gooey mess. That Gorilla tape, this is actually the wide stuff too. I don't know how wide it is. It's considerably wider than regular duct tape. But that Gorilla tape is the stuff, because I've had this here for a little while now. And yeah, I got jumper cables, and this big rig's right over there. I just don't feel like taking a battery box apart just to get to the batteries to be able to boost off my own vehicle. When I got a generator I can easily lift out and put back in. So although this does take a little longer, obviously a big old diesel truck can fire this thing up probably instantly, whereas here I've got to actually charge the battery first. It's not enough for it to get the battery, just give it a little jolt and boom. Nope. takes a little while to charge it first. But I wanted you all to hear that generator because people are really amazed, I guess. A guy had a 3,500 watt Champion, and that one, I can't believe people would actually be so inconsiderate as to take something like that and set it up in a campground and make everybody else listen to it. Because some folks actually do without a generator. They don't mind sleeping and be a little warm in the summer or a little cool in the fall and the spring. But that's it. That's as loud as it gets. They say it's and it's got a slower idle speed. You can economy setting. On economy setting, it'll run at, make sure I'm not making myself a lie, I think 58 decibels. 58 decibels is real quiet. But even this, when I go over to the truck lot, there's another lot where we drop trailers. I go over there, and then them diesel engines of these big rigs running, they sure don't hear this thing, even when it's on high throttle. So. But anyhow, this everyone shows all the good things of van life and all the great scenery, and there is some great scenery to see when you're traveling, but you know, every now and then things go wrong. But you gotta be prepared for them. I have a 4-wheel drive at the house, and we a year or two ago went off on our belated honeymoon. We never took a honeymoon, so we went off to Oklahoma and that. And on the way back to Arkansas where we live, it broke down. It overheated. Well, I'm a firm believer in the Boy Scout motto, always be prepared, hence this right here. And anyway, I had water and everything. I always carry water, oil, trans fluid, everything I need, brake fluid, etc., etc. And I know enough not to put water in there while the engine's hot. So while I was sitting there, let it cool down, I guess, you know, Miss Elaine was expecting me to kind of go all postal, start throwing things and kicking the truck and whatever. Wow, I wouldn't kick my truck. I love my truck. But some guys, I guess they have temper tantrums. I don't. I just happened to have my guitar that time, so I whip out the guitar, found a shady place to sit, and we just sat there and waited for the engine to cool down, and I went and sang to my wife, and to this day, it's one of her favorite memories. So, anyhow, whenever this thing is fully charged, I'm going to leave work, go get me a shower down at the Pilot, Jackson, Tennessee, and come back up here and go to sleep. Come in tonight and do it all over again. Except this time I'll remember to turn my key off. Y'all have a good day.